If you use a PDM or PLM system and supplier and contract manufacturer collaboration are critical to the quality of your products and success of your business, then you're in the right place. My name is Patrick Dunfey, and in the next 10 minutes, I'll share research on supplier collaboration from over 200 manufacturers, feedback from your industry peers on what they're looking for, a maturity model that can be your roadmap to success, and a success story of a company that stopped making technical data collaboration compromises across their supply chain and dramatically improved supplier performance. And I know, that sounds a little bit like the setup of an infomercial, but there's a lot of good data and research in this presentation that I think you'll find interesting. So let's get started. First with the research. Lifecycle Insights ran a research study this year on the state of supply chain collaboration in manufacturing, where they interviewed over 200 discrete manufacturing companies across various industry verticals. The results were very interesting, starting with the 72% of companies that create technical data packages but feel ineffective with how that helps them share that technical data across their supply chain. It's no surprise when you factor in the fact that 54% of those companies use email attachments to share that product data. But the most interesting statistic that I found was that 50% of engineering time is spent on finding, packaging, sharing, and explaining technical data that needs to be shared with downstream consumers. With the variety of ways that people can share files today, and the 54% use of email attachments, it's no surprise as well that 76% of companies are concerned about IP security when it comes to external collaboration. Clearly, there's a lot of room for improvement here. So how would you do this better? What if you could define collaboration from scratch? What would be on your wish list to get it right? I asked this question in my live presentation at PTC User. The responses were excellent. I received a lot of 1- and 2-word ideas that you see here. The collection of words reminded me of refrigerator magnets. Yeah, like that. So I rearranged them and reused them in a couple places to come up with 3 sentences that captured the ideas that everyone shared with me. Perfect. Let's read through them and see what we've got. First, supplier collaboration needs simple, real-time communication tools that are time-limited, access-controlled, and fully traceable. Makes sense? Supplier collaboration needs simple, secure, fileless content sharing that is time-limited, access-controlled, and always up-to-date. And of course, you want fileless content until you are ready or want to share files, as one of the folks in the audience shared with me, at which point you need to be able to also share those files as well. And lastly, supplier collaboration needs data integrity maintained throughout the collaboration process, integrated with authoritative source revision control and workflows, as well as familiar markup tools that everyone can use to mark up all types of 2D and 3D data, not just 2D documents. So if this is what everyone needs, then why do so many companies make compromises with their collaboration tools and process? Some people use file sharing apps because it's simple for one-time sharing, but it's terrible at just about everything else in the list of refrigerator magnets, especially security. Others, like the 54% in the research study, use email and attachments. That's also very simple and great for communication, but does nothing for all the other requirements. And there are, of course, the product data management and visualization tools. Those cover many of the refrigerator magnet requirements, but lack simple access for everyone, or traceable real-time communication like you would get with email or chat tools. Making compromises with collaboration brings us right back to the original research results. These now make a lot more sense. And unfortunately, these metrics don't just result in lost and wasted time. They lead to costly problems that all companies are trying to minimize. Scrap and rework, poor supplier performance, missed delivery targets, and engineering errors finding their way into manufacturing and the supply chain. The solution to these challenges is the Anark supplier portal for Windchill. Automate the process of sourcing, assembling, and publishing data packages directly from Windchill, based on Windchill workflow and state-based events. This simplifies and often completely eliminates the cumbersome process of finding, sharing, and packaging technical data for the originating authors of that information, typically in engineering. Once published, everyone from procurement to suppliers, contract manufacturers, sales, and customers have secure access to always up-to-date data, as well as fully traced real-time communication and collaboration tools. With the Anark Supplier Portal for PTC Windchill, companies can collaborate in the context of the data they're sharing with everyone who needs it in a simple and secure mobile-first application. This is supplier collaboration without trade-offs. But how do you get started? You simply follow the path to success that others have taken. At Anark, we have been helping companies get information from design through manufacturing and into the supply chain for over 15 years. Along the way, we have recognized several distinct steps that many companies go through in the development of a complete solution. We organized those patterns into these common stages that companies go through on their way to continuous process improvement, resulting in the Technical Data Collaboration Maturity Model. Today, you are likely sharing some combination of native 2D or 3D CAD and other documents in file-based technical data packages that result in many of the challenges we've discussed. For a period of time, 3D PDF was the natural next step, requiring only Adobe Reader, but still required file transfer and lacks the collaboration tools to resolve issues before they become errors and quality issues. HTML5 has enabled web-based content as the best overall solution that enables true collaboration in the context of the data being shared. This is the Technical Data Portal, and integrating this with the Source PLM system drives continuous process improvement across all downstream consumers of engineering content. Let's look at GE Gas Power as an example of this path to success. They started with a combination of paper and 2D drawings, documents, emails, phone calls, you name it, and then began to provide native CAD files directly to their suppliers, which introduced a number of issues. They then standardized on 3D PDF to create technical data packages that were very easy to share with everyone across the supply chain. But these 3D PDF TDPs still had file-based challenges that drove a web-based approach. GE now uses a secure web-based content collaboration portal across their supply chain to share technical data and discuss that data and collaborate in the context of it. With a fully traced set of discussions and activities, they are now able to look at that interaction with their suppliers and assess areas of continuous process improvement going forward. The results are significant. A 40% reduction in error rate was achieved, with a substantial engineering cycle time reduction, improved collaboration with their suppliers and internal procurement and sales teams, as well as a reduction in first article deviations from spec. If you want to learn more about how you can stop making technical data collaboration compromises in your supply chain, download the free Maturity Model ebook, or hear directly from Kena Yokoyama on her successes in the full GE success story, or learn more about the Anark Supplier Portal on the Anark Integrations page for PTC. Thank you.